Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to study about arithmetic operators, operator precedence, operator associativity, expressions, compound expression, typecasting and memory concepts. So let's get started. First of all, arithmetic operators. C++ arithmetic operators are plus, it is used for addition, minus, it is used for subtraction, multiply, it is used for multiplication, divide is used for division, and this is modulus operator. Attempting to use the modulus operator with non-integer operand is compilation error. If we use this modulus operator with floating point number, any non-integer double or floating point, then there will be a compilation error. We cannot use this modulus operator with floating point numbers. Plus, minus, multiply and divide can be used with integral and floating point data types. All other operators can be used with integers and floating point numbers, but modulus operators can only be used with integer data. This modulus operator, it returns the remainder. Modulus operator returns the remainder. These are binary operators. All of these are binary operators, means they work with two operands. One operand will be on the left side and other operand on the right side. Like for example, 2 plus 3. 2 is an operand, 3 is an operand, and plus is a operator. One operator on the left side and the other operator on the right side. Similarly, 2 minus 3, 2 multiplied by 3, 2 divided by 3, 2 modulus 3. So both of these operators are binary operator. It means they takes two operands. Precedence. Precedence controls the order of evaluation of operators. A high precedence means an operator is evaluated before any lower precedence operator. If we have an expression with multiple operators, then the operator which will have higher precedence will be evaluated first, then the lower precedence operator will be evaluated. So what is precedence? Order of evaluation of operator, in which order the operators will be evaluated. We will also take an example. All operations inside of parentheses are evaluated first. So the highest precedence of parentheses. Parentheses have highest precedence. First of all, we have to evaluate parentheses in any expression. Secondly, multiply, divide and modulus are the same level of precedence. These three operators have same precedence. We can evaluate any of these operators if they appear in a expression. They have same precedence. So highest precedence parentheses have highest precedence, then we will have to evaluate multiply, divide and modulus operator. Then we will evaluate plus and minus. Plus and minus also have same precedence. For example, 3 plus 7 into 6. So, and as we can see, multiply, divide and modulus have higher precedence than plus and minus. So we will first evaluate multiply, this operator, multiplication operator, 7 into 6. Then we will add the result to 3. Why? Because the multiplication have higher precedence than plus. See, so the expression in parentheses will be evaluated first, then this plus operator. The result will be added into 3. Associativity. The associativity of an operator controls the order of evaluation of operators having same precedence. Associativity of operator control the order of evaluation of operator of having same precedence. For example, if we have multiple operators in an expression and they have same precedence, so in which order we will evaluate them? That is known as associativity. So associativity controls the order of evaluation of operators having same precedence. It can be from left to right or right to left. See, associativity can be left to right. The leftmost operator is evaluated first. If it is left to right, then this leftmost operator will be evaluated first. If it is right to left, then the rightmost operator is evaluated first. Then this rightmost operator will be evaluated first if the associativity is right to left. So associativity is order of evaluation of for the operators who have same precedence. See, parenthesis, its associativity is left to right. Precedence higher. Parentheses have highest precedence. Multiply, divide and modulus operator associativity left to right. Precedence middle. They have middle precedence. Plus minus associativity right left to right. This means if we have multiple plus and minus in an expression, then we have to evaluate them from left to right. Why? Because they have associativity from left to right. If we have multiple operators of same precedence, then we will evaluate them from left to right. Both of these operators have associativity from left to right. Means we will start evaluating expression from left to right side. Now operators will evaluated in which order? So as we have already discussed that division operator has associativity left to right. Similarly, plus operator associativity left to right. So we will evaluate them from left to right. We will divide 6 divided by 3, then 2 over 4, which will be 2 over 4, which will be 0.5, plus 5, that will be 5.5. So we will evaluate this expression from left to right because associativity is left to right. See here, divide operator appears 2 times, so it has same precedent. And its associativity is left to right, so we will have to evaluate it from left to right. How about this? Now see, parentheses have highest precedence. First of all, the expression between the parentheses will be evaluated, and then in parentheses multiply, divide and minus operator appears. Now see, multiply and divide have same precedence. Same precedence and their associativity left to right. So we will evaluate them from left to right. Like 7 into 3, 21 divided by 4, then minus 5. So we'll evaluate them from left to right because they have associativity left to right. Multiply and divide have same precedence, then that's why, and their associativity is left to right, so we will evaluate them from left to right. So 7 into 3 divided by 4 minus 2, and the result will be multiplied by 5. An expression is a combination of operator and operands. So what is the expression? Expression have both operators and operands. If all operands are integers, it is called integral expression, like this. So this is a operand, this is plus is operator, 3 is operand, multiply is operator, and 5 is then again operand. So what is this is expression. So what is expression? An expression is a combination, it is a combination of operators like plus, multiply, and operands like 2, 3, 5. These are operands, operands plus and multiply are operators. So an expression is a combination of both operators and operands. If all operands are floating point, like this, you see all operands are floating point, 12.8, 17.5, 34.50. It is called floating point expression. Then this is called floating point expression. It will also produce a floating point result when we will evaluate this expression. How will we evaluate this expression? We know that multiply have higher precedence than minus. So first of all we will multiply these, and then the result will be, from the result we will subtract 34.50. Similarly, in this expression multiply have higher precedence, so we will first multiply 3 by 5, then add the result to this 2. We will only evaluate from left to right when we have operator of same precedence. If we have not operator of same precedence, then we will not evaluate it from left to right. We will evaluate it according to the associativity, according to the precedence. So multiply is have higher precedence than plus, so we will first multiply, then add the result. If we have operator, for example, if we have here operator of same precedence, then we will have to evaluate from it from left to right, but these two places have different precedence, then we will evaluate it according to the precedence level. Mixed expression means has operands of different data types, contains integers and floating points. So they contain both integers and floating points. That is called mixed expression. Example 2 plus 3.5. This is a mixed expression. This is also a mixed expression. Integer, then float. So these are all mixed expressions. Evaluation rules. Entire expression is evaluated according to the order of precedence, according to the operator precedence rules. If an operator has same type of operand, evaluated according to the type of operands. If operator has both type of operand, integers is changed to floating point. So if we have in an expression, if we have a integer and a floating point number, then the result will be changed to floating point number. Integer is changed to floating point number. Operator is evaluated, result is floating point. Result will also be a floating point. For example, if we have 2.2 plus 1, 2.2 plus 1, then the result will be 3.1. Means the result will be also a floating point number. Sample program. COD is used to display the output on the console window, and this is the syntax of, you have to memorize the syntax, you have to write it like so. What is syntax? Rules to write a program is known as syntax. Two plus 5, it is in double quotes. Anything written in double quotes is printed similarly on the console screen. Then this operator 2 plus 5. Now we have not put double quotes on this expression, so it will be evaluated 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So the what is the output? 2 plus 5 equal to 7. Similarly these operators will be evaluated. So practice work. Now see, all these operators have same precedence. As we know, divide, multiply, divide have same precedence. So when we have an expression with same operator of same precedence, then we evaluate according to its associativity. So multiply and divide have associativity from left to right, so this will be evaluated from left to right. First we will divide 5 by 2, then we will multiply it by 7, then divide by the result by 1. Because divide and multiply have same precedence, so it will be evaluated according to its associativity. Its associativity is from left to right, so we will evaluate this expression from left to right. Now see, multiply and divide have same precedence, plus minus have same precedence, but the multiplication and division operator have higher precedence. So we will first multiply 3 by 7, then we will multiply 5 by 2 and divide the result by 4. Then after that we will add and subtract the result. Why? Because multiplication and division have higher precedence, so they will be evaluated first. First we will multiply it, then we will multiply this by this and divide by 4, then we will add and subtract the result, because plus and minus have lower precedence than multiply and divide. Multiply and divide have same precedence, and plus and minus have same precedence. So any operator which have higher precedence is evaluated first, because multiplication and division have higher precedence than plus and minus, so we will evaluate these operators first. Typecasting. Implicit conversion, when value of one type is automatically changed to another type. So what is typecasting? Typecasting means converting the value of one type to another type. This is known as typecasting. Implicit conversion, when value of one type is automatically changed to other type. For example, we have declared a variable short and assigned a value to it. Then we are declaring a variable of integer type and assigning the value of short variable to int variable. So this short data type will be automatically converted to integer. This is known as implicit casting. The programmer has not converted its type, it is automatically converted by a compiler. So this is known as implicit conversion. Explicit conversion, when value of one type is explicitly changed to another type by the programmer. In explicit conversion, the programmer have to change the type by himself. For this purpose, cast operator is used. Static cast, then data type to which the programmer want to convert the type, and then expression, like this. For example, we want to convert this floating 7.9 floating point number is a floating point number. We want to convert this float type to int. So how we will convert it? Static cast int, then this floating point number. So the result will be 7.9 will be round to 8 in integer data type. So its result will be 8. Similarly, 3.3 is also a floating point number. So it will be, its result will be 3. If we have here 3.5 or 6 7, then it will be converted to 4, but it is below than 0.5, so it will remain 3. See here it is 0.9, so it will be rounded to 8, but here it is less than 0.5. If this is greater than 0.5 or greater than 0.5, then it will be converted to next integer, i.e. 4, but this is less than 0.5, so it will be 3. Similarly, we are converting it to double, integer to double. 25 is integer, its result will be 25.00. Similarly, these operators will be typecast. It means their value will be converted to other type, their data type will be changed. Ways to place data into a variable. Use C++ assignment statement. We can use C++ assignment statement to place the value of one variable to another variable. Use input read statement. Prompt lines, executable statement that inform the user what to do. For example, we have declared a variable num, then we are prompting the user to enter the value. Please enter a number between 1 and 10. So we are prompting the user, telling the user that he have to enter the value between 1 and 10, so that when we will run the program, it will show this string on the console, because it is written in double quotes. So when the programmer will run the program, the output will be please enter a number between 1 and 10. So the user will be able to know what he have to enter the value. So when the user will enter any value between 1 and 10 and press enter key, then that value will be assigned to this number. So that value will be stored in this number. Saving and using the value of an expression. To save the value of an expression, declare a variable of appropriate data type. So how we can save the value of an expression? We can declare a variable of any data type, assign the value of expression to the variable that was declared. Then we can assign the value of that expression to that variable that we have declared earlier. Whenever the value of expression is needed, use variable holding the value. So whenever the value of expression is needed, whenever we want to use the value of that expression that we have stored in that variable, we can access that value from that variable, because we have stored the value of that expression in a variable, and that variable will be holding that value, and we can use that value by using that variable in which we have stored the value of our expression. Like this, we have declared two variables, one of int type and second is of double data type, and then we are storing the value of this expression in sum2. Now whenever we need the value of this expression, we can use this variable. That why? Because we have stored the value of this expression into this variable. So integer 1 plus integer double 1 will be added, and their value will be stored in this sum variable. So we can use the value by using this variable afterward. Which statement is correct, A or B? See here, int integer 1, this is of integer type. Double 1, this is of double data type. Int data type occupies 4 bytes of memory. Double data type occupies 8 bytes of memory. See here, we are adding a double value to an integer value, and then we are storing the result in an integer value which is smaller data type. We cannot do this. So this is not a correct statement. We can store the smaller data type value into larger data type, but we cannot store the larger data type value into smaller data type. So we cannot store the double value into integer variable. Why? Because it occupies 8 bytes and it occupies 4 bytes. But we can store the integer value into double variable. So this is correct. We can store the integer value into double variable because it occupies more memory. But we cannot store the double value into an integer variable. So second one is correct. Second statement is correct. Notice semicolon, 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 semicolon. Why so? Because each and every statement in C++ language ends with a semicolon. If we do not put the semicolon at the end of any statement, then there will be a syntax error. This is the syntax. Memory concepts. Variable names correspond to actual locations in computer's memory. So variable names correspond the actual locations in computer memory. When new value placed in variable overrides old value. We can override the value of a variable by using assignment operator. We can assign a value of one variable to other variable, and the variable to which we are assigning the value, its value will be overwritten, will be changed, and its old value will be destroyed. Reading variables from memory is non-destructive. For example, sum number 1 plus number 2, value of sum is overwritten. So see here, whatever the value of sum before this expression will be overwritten by this. So for example, if number 1 contains 3 and number 2 contains 4, then 4 plus 3 equal to 7 will be stored in sum. Then the value of sum will be overwritten. For example, sum already contain a value 10, and then we are adding this expression and storing its value into sum. So 3 plus 4 will be 7 will be stored in this sum, and the value before in the sum, that was 10, will be overwritten, and its value become 7. Value of sum is overwritten, means its old value will be lost. Value of number 1 number bar remain intact. Value of this number 1 number 2 will not be changed because we are not assigning a value to number 1 or number 2, but we are assigning the value of number 1 and number 2 to some variable. So thanks guys, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Allah Hafiz.